You've got Jazero and Arctic joining forces once again. And I look back at Jazero, a player at the World Championships. A big reason for why Fnatic was able to upset G1 for top 8. Jazero was flying around the map. He's already got a kill. He's opening up quickly. He died quickly too, but that's what you're going to get from this Jazero player. He's going to play fast. He's going to create lanes. And I think he's going to be a great fit here for this locked roster.
Well, it's going to be exciting to see how it all fits together. We'll see if this roster is locked in, if you'll let me sneak that one into the broadcast. Here comes Arctic with the shock rifle, the grapple play, not hesitating to get into the action. Gets a kill, then traded out. The assist comes through, but all in all, they hang on to that team control of the power weapon. High ground won by Envor as time on the objective is being held by Locked as well.
Skill issue makes a hill issue and plays for that opening break hill, the mosh pit hill, bottom mid. All the while you have Locked roaming around the map, finding the high ground, finding the weapons as well. You have Envor here with both the high ground and the shock rifle. So it just goes to show sometimes the strategy playing for hill at the onset of the King of Hill is most often not the right call.
3 going down for skill issue, and it is indeed that kill issue. I have to give credit for that one, Mikazi. That was good. That one caught me off guard. I like it. And here comes Tony trying to lock down that C flat, which is oh so crucial for holding on to this first objective. The assist comes through, but a little bit of an answer here from skill issue. They're starting to find some kills of their own, stopping that hill at about the 80, maybe 90% line. 14 locked. And now skill issue are trying to fight in long haul. Arctic uses that box to kind of jump, kind of move position, maneuvering some verticality. In the end, all of it was for naught. Taken down. The hill is nearly won over. Miss Heartbreak is going to get in for the contest. Cleans off Jazero. But there's still a fight going down. Camo is 7 seconds away. And Miss is here, picking up the responsibility to stop that capture.
Respect to skill issue here. Putting up one hell of a fight here on this opening hill. They are not going to let Lock take it for free as Jazero pushes up with teammate support. 3 teammates, actually. Look at that. POVs just swarm with blue players for Lock. That's one of the reasons why they were able to put the finishing touches on that first hill as we now rotate to the long haul. And look at that. Despite scoring, Tony's already in the hill.
I think it was Envor that snuck away with that camo as well. So you saw them get the finishing touches on the objective. You saw them win over the camo. And that's why Envor doesn't make his way directly to the hill. Instead, he's roaming with camo, trying to get kill after kill. Miss Heartbreak stays alive. She grabs the shock rifle. She could stay alive and use the power weapon, but Arctic is quick to clean up. And we're seeing chaos. Skill issue are matching nearly kill for kill, but every round of slays finds Locked back on the objective.
Well, it's calculated chaos here, Magic, for Locked especially, because you look at the kill feed, it's fairly even. There's not a massive disparity. The one that you might expect between a team like Locked, who has World Championship experience, right? Main stage pool play experience against the skill issue squad, who I imagine who may have never even gotten close to something like that. So despite that, we're seeing a lot of objective efficiency here from Locked. Very impressive objective efficiency as they now are up 2-0.
A nice 2-0 lead from Locked, and then quickly are locking down probably the easiest to defend hill on this map. It was Arctic who gets the double kill, and Tony is just rotating over to the control room, ready for remote detonation damage. It was a smart play to rotate away from those plasma grenades. Here comes skill issue. They have the opening break to go down. It's that duo Envor and Tony, both back on the respawn screen. How does skill issue capitalize? They need to deal with Arctic on the hill, and they need to take advantage of their numbers. It looks like they're going to do just that.
Wow, and they've broken in. This is impressive. This is such a difficult hill to break, especially against the likes of a team like Lock, but they go 3 down. Tony, though, with the... Look at that. Tony on Needles is going to get close spawns for the remainder of his team. Envor spawns out a little bit more towards that glass side, but it's going to benefit him and give him an angle on this camo. But Mist does a great job to sneak away with it. But I got to go back to Tony. They're making the smart play to earn some close spawns on the Needle side. Sometimes staying alive as the last player and earning that favorable spawn is all the difference, as we see it be the difference here as Locked are now locked in, up 3-0.
You know, skill issue had a nice break on that hill, but it was too little too late. Locked were already at like 90% of the hill being captured, and then Tony's smart heads-up play to get the spawns for the team was all they needed for the final seconds. But 3 go down here for Locked. Tony is the last alive. Multiple players from skill issue are weakened by teammates, but it's King credited with the kill rather, and the first hill time won by skill issue. They need to survive a round of defense. Their offense was working.
Locked is entirely focused on this hill time. You can see the general clock hasn't even eclipsed 1 minute And we're almost at a game over scenario, so you could not speak more to the objective efficiency here for Locked. And if they can take this into the next round, we're still early, still in those best of threes, round 2 specifically right here. But I don't know, man. I just look at this Locked roster, and I feel like we've been waiting to see them climb the ranks. The likes of Tony Two-Turn, one of the most exciting electric players in the league. But there's an exciting and electric Sticky on Arctic. What an unbelievable toss there from Skill Issue, but it likely won't be enough.
It was such a cool movement play from Arctic to just jump over to the island. Like, you thought that was cool. They're like, hey, you can make a cool play. I can make a cool play. Catch this plasma grenade out your way. Take this with you. It's your Wilson over there on the island. You gotta have something to go with you. So the kills coming through, the hill capture, 4-0. Quick work is Locked, and not really a surprise. They're coming out today as the overall number 3 seed, and they are playing like they are expected to play with that high seeding.
Tom Hanks calling out Wilson. And this Skill Issue squad, they might just need a 5th on the squad. Wilson, Billy Bob 42069. I don't know. They need a 5th player at this rate, though, because Locked looked too strong. 4-0 in the game 1 King of the Hill. And if Magic, if this carries on into game 2, might be a stake-tacular here for Skill Issue. But you know what? Every time, whether it was that first round or the second round where the team has gotten much better in Locked, they've done a great job answering back. Here's a little bit of that answer back as we see. I believe this is one of the Stickies, maybe not, but Arctic with that double kill here actually instead. But yeah, just pure domination from the likes of Locked. But yeah, again, look at the kill death. Oh, here it is. Look at that. Oh my God, the perfect like a geometrical equation, perfectly finding the answer. This is a beautiful sticky grenade. Not a lot to celebrate here for Skill Issue, but that's one that you'll put back on the highlight reel. Great stick there. And but again, great performance from Locked, despite not going, plus 20, plus 30, like you might imagine to win a King of the Hill 4-0. They did it the tried and true way. They played it just like you would against the likes of a top team. And I think that's important because you don't want to switch up the strategy. The best teams, they have their game plan, they stick to it. And whether you're playing against a team at the beginning of the tournament or the team at the end, you've got to stick to that strategy. So I'm seeing Locked here come in with a strategy, play it to perfection. And that's why they're up big here, 1-0 with a chance to convincingly sweep.
Yeah, Arctic comes out with the highest KDA in the game, 17-9, and you saw some of that incredible movement coming through. The curve slide out to the island, catches the plasma grenade, unfortunately on the way. But one thing I want to highlight for Skill Issue, and you talk about this a lot, Mikowski, is that grouping. 8 and 9 kills apiece, and the 11 to 13 on the death. So all of them going slightly negative, but nobody really that's like causing the loss for that team. They're all staying close together. They're all pretty close-knit, and I actually like this lineup from Skill Issue. They're just up against a team that is more than they can handle right now.
Good opening break start here for Locked as they earn the rockets, turn those into 2 kills, 4 total.
Double kill.
As Jazero looks for the triple down the main lane, maybe even an overkill there. That is the kind of confidence, almost even maybe a little bit of an ego chow there as Tony. Makes sense why. The pressure was pushing up on that seaside. Tony go for the ninja. That's not there, but the stalker is as he looks to continue to push up with it.
That was just a practice ninja on the air right there, just in case. The stalker rifle really working in the hands of Tony, one of my favorite weapons in the sandbox. And 9-3 is that early break lead from Team Locked. It's not Skill Issue not responding, it's just an overwhelming force from Team Locked as they continue. Look at the pace of play. I mean, Tony isn't such an aggressive player anyways, but especially when they're like, let's make this a quick 2-0. Let's get into winners round 3. You can see them really pushing every single fight as the back smack comes through for Tony. He's not even going to take a second to look for more kills.
Yeah, Tony previously on that A side, oh my God, the perfect shots almost went through. But back on that A side, that kill went down on Cafe, and he didn't wait a millisecond before playing his process to perfection, looking through the tires all the way through to the jukebox, saw that no one was there, and then rotated all the way around the map, running a cycle on Skill Issue, and it leads to a 10-kill deficit for them. 18-7 now Locked. Looking good.
Yeah, the pace pace of play has to be that kind of distinguishing factor between some teams. So you see good gun skill on both plays, see some good team strategies, but the pacing is so very obvious to see as Envor with the spike grenade sets up the kill. The BR is the credited for that takedown, and you know, he looks like unfazed by every matchup that he's going into.
And at this rate, Locked, the only thing they need to worry about is slow turn on their left joystick, as they've been holding forward the entire duration of this match. Now, Skill Issue with a chance with these rockets missed. Gonna have to really make a play here with it. Starts off nice with that kill on Arctic, and now a numbers advantage here for Skill Issue. So depending on how they play this here, but you don't have the collapse. You have missed Heartbreak a little late into tires, so it's the timing that's off a little bit. But again, I gotta go back. Skill Issue, they with some improvement. I'd be curious to watch this team throughout the season and see what they do to stick together, because again, every time it looks like some of these better teams, like the likes of Locked, are about to just run away with it. This Skill Issue team keeps it close. Respectable 8-kill difference here for them. This is quite within reach. Only 2 team wipes.
Yeah. I mean, they might be a little bit beyond the reach of this squad, but I mean, even you had mentioned, is it going to be a Steaktacular? I would love to see Skill Issue just putting 30+ kills on the board. They're on the pace to do just that. They're only down by 11. Envor picks up the remaining red gun. Not much ammo left to work with. He's going to burn off the last 2 rounds, and now swapping to the BR. 2 players from Skill Issue are weak in the back of Cafe. Tony's going to find the kill on 1. Envor using grenades. Tony gets the double kill. He has the Bulldog. That's the triple kill for Tony. We saw him playing full speed early in the game, and that pace has held up.
When you consider the triple kill we just saw, the killing spree, when you consider the pace of play, the fact that Locked has had all of the power weapons and really locked down this map, it's honestly astonishing that it's not a 35 to maybe 10 type of game right here, as Skill Issue have found 20, 21 now, and have always kept it within reach, despite the fact that every facet of domination has gone into the favor of Locked. Skill Issue, they've stuck with it.
Well, they take down Envor there, and then the next round of rockets are spawning in. It looks like Arctic might be making the break for that rocket pickup, but Mist is going to be contesting. Mist has eyes on the rockets, and teammates are getting kills, actually clearing out the middle of the map. So now Mist, we saw 1 rocket play earlier, connecting for a kill, now with 2 full rockets, and a great little change of pace there from Skill Issue. You see them get the opening kills. Mist fires 1 rocket for the kill. He burns the second as he sees his health bar dropping down. It's just a safe, smart play.
Yeah, smart play there, as Skill Issue has been able to find a couple kills here, but now Locked has the double, and with those numbers, they'll continue to push the gas down and look to slay out the remainder of this Skill Issue squad. Only 7 kills left before Locked move on to that next round. Winners round 3, and Skill Issue going to be a team that I'm going to keep my eye on in the back of my mind, but the forefront right now is this Locked roster, newly renovated with the likes of Jazero, formerly of Complexity, now on this Locked roster with the likes of his former teammate Arctic, Envor, Tony. So I love this. Arctic and Jazero, they're the duo. Envor and Tony Two-Turn, they're the duo. So I love, from a team composition standpoint, when you build Halo rosters around a 2v2, 2v2 kind of mindset where these players can go off, separate on the map, and still play like a unit, team of 4, because of that familiarity that they have with each other. And I'm seeing that here from Locked.
Yeah, Jazero was the question. How does Jazero fit into this roster? And I think that in some sense that has been answered. You know, 13 and 8 right now, 7 assists as well. It's really been a Tony's game if you're looking for that standout slayer. But Jazero does seem to be fitting into the pace of this team, into that teamwork, locking in with a duo, and they have some opportunity to make some big moves through today's bracket. Shout out to Skill Issue. They passed 32 kills. They don't allow the Steaktacular to come through. And even though they're up against the number 3 seed, they kept in the fight.